boy, Baby Israel.
It's your boy McGuire. I used my entire Govy. I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, no tripping.
No tripping. We can do it again. Keep it rolling and do it again then.
Keep it round gutter.
Round gutter.
It's your boy, Baby Israel.
It's your boy McGuire.
And this is the UFO podcast.
Yeah.
So we got a guest today. Our special guest, the Ren.
That's right.
Shout out tout le monde. On est là. So, je m'excuse déjà d'avance pour mes anglophones ou mes francophones. Là. On est à Montréal, fait que je vais switch up de l'un à l'autre durant la convo. So, I'm sorry.
We are going to speak English today.
Yeah, we're probably going to keep it English.
Alright, no problem.
Keep it English, keep it.
Y a pas de loi 101 qui donne, posé.
Keep it global.
Keep it global.
Keep it global.
Alright.
Not provincial.
So how are you? Oh, c'est vrai. I feel more comfortable speaking to Renzi in French.
What's that?
Yeah.
For real?
Mais on va faire les deux.
On va faire les deux. I don't mind doing both.
Franglais.
Franglais. Au Québec, c'est.
Unidentified UFO podcast. Keep it wrong, gutter. So comment ça va, Renzi?
Yo, actually, like, I'm feeling quite good these days. I'm just in emotion, man. I'm trying to get back my mojo, release my project. I'm quite happy. I haven't pushed that much enough for the marketing, to be honest. I'm mostly like focused on making videos and creating other songs, but actually I'm just happy to get it out of my system. It was a long time overdue.
That's it.
So here we are. So yeah, feeling quite good.
So what do you have planned for pushing this album?
Yo, videos, performance videos, live streaming, shows. I want to do shows this year. I'm planning on doing some. We already...
Don't we have one scheduled?
Yeah, we have two actually for the March 11 and another one.
Yo, bro, that's 2 weeks from now.
Yeah. I think we should get the checklist ready.
Yeah, we gotta work on that.
Yeah, we gotta work on that ASAP Rocky, bro.
That's right.
Indeed.
Did you go to one of the shows?
Never. I never.
You didn't visit the
Nothing of the sort.
Oh damn.
It'll be interesting for sure. What do you plan on performing like when you're there? What's the energy? What are you feeling?
I don't actually, because I feel like I want to perform some of my tracks from my last album. Mm-hmm. But to be honest, I feel like it's kind of the kind of songs that you'll be listening by yourself. So I don't know if I will feel in a big setting like this. But I think it's probably gonna be like some collab songs that I have like with the squad, and then I'll still perform some tapes from Purple Bloom like Armada, Epiphania for sure, Sweet City. But yeah, I spent the last year making a bunch of songs, so I wanna perform a lot of them. But I guess it's gonna be a mixed bag.
Maybe it's like a whole different. Because I assume they're like techno EDM fans.
But
so I'm planning to just give them just a bunch of bass, bro.
But the thing is, you put yourself in. I think you put yourself in the box that way because, yeah, they might seem like that kind of people because it's a DJ. Actually, it's a DJ. It's called micro rave.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily like we cannot focus on the name too much. Like, I'm sure you like a bunch of different songs, and if we are, is to bring our own sauce. So I'm sure there's some correlation in the kind of genre of music they're listening to.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know for you, but I've been enjoying Linkin Park since way back in the days. When they were doing like AMVs with Naruto and Dragon Ball Z and stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
But I still am a hip hop fan at heart, so the two like are correlated in some kind of way.
That's true. That's beautiful.
So how have people been receiving the album?
So far I get good reviews from it, like a lot. I'm quite satisfied what I hear. They like the writing on it. They like the production, which I put a lot of time into it. Obviously, it sounds good. Jan did a great job mixing it.
Trust.
Really a great job. So far, only positive reviews, and most of the negative ones are from me. So, but I don't dwell on it too much. I'm satisfied what I did. So I'm gonna do better on the next one.
That's what matters.
Yeah. Just don't look back.
No,
don't
never.
look back. Just go forward.
Exactly. Work on the next one.
It's like when they escaped from Sodom and Gomorrah. You ever heard that story?
No.
The wife of Lot, she looked back and turned into a pillar of salt.
Oh yeah. Actually, I remember that one.
Yeah. So don't look back.
That's Bible. That's Bible.
It's
Okay. So Purple Bloom's been out for a couple months. You said the reception was good.
2 to be exact.
What's that's a couple. What's your favorite track off of Purple Bloom? After a couple months out now.
I would say at this moment I've been listening to hip-hop very much. But it depends throughout the year, like depending the seasons or the mood is gonna be another song more than another. But I would say now it's more hip-hop, but initially I was really like deep into Epiphania.
Okay.
Epiphania, yeah. I mean, that was the song that started the whole thing, so it has a special place in my heart.
Okay. What does Purple Bloom mean?
Yeah, what does Purple Bloom mean?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know. It means a lot of things. A part of me was like, there's not that there's no meaning, but the best way I could describe it at first when I started creating the project is that back in the day when I was real like focused on like how can I put it? When I was younger mostly, I really wanted to prove myself musically, and with that came a lot of rage or like just that need to feel validated in a way, So let's associate that with like the red color red. And then at one point, as everyone else, fell into a relationship, didn't put that much time into music, and then we broke up, and from that broke up, I had to go through emotion and stuff and learn how to process it. And because of that, I would say I was more mellow in my way of thinking and the way I was expressing myself about my emotions.
So you were feeling blue.
Oh, yeah, I was feeling blue, basically. You see where I'm going with this. And then, but at one point I was like, I want to have like that, I don't know how to put it, like, that energy or that drive that I used to have before all this, But I want to still keep that fire, basically. But I wanted to, like, mix it with, like, the way I was able to be honest in my music when I was, like, writing my hearts out after the breakup and stuff. So, blue plus red, it's like, it's purple, basically. And the bloom part, it's basically because, okay, I did a show at first, and then I had the second edition of the show coming up, but the thing is, the same day that the show was supposed to happen, there was a lockdown because of the pandemic. And then because of that,
that one is the one with all of the legendary artists of today, no? It has like a Lone Star. It had a Raccoon.
Yeah. Like, okay, so initially, like, years prior, like maybe like 2017. That's quite a while actually. But 2017, like, I did a show with like my partner Chris, H. Shout out to him. And then, I just like, the goal was basically. So basically we did a show, then we had like Raccoon, Houdini, yeah, it's Raccoon's brother.
Okay.
And then we had also we had Whitey the Man, we had Eddie Chase, we had Lone Star, we had Young Ovi. Oh, who else was there also? Overall, I had I'm sorry if I remember a certain name. I'm quite tired. Sorry. But all those guys, we brought them for the second edition, but then as already told earlier, it got cancelled.
The COVID.
And then since then, like, the same day, like, Lolo and Jose, another guy, I think Zedzin, I don't know, they made they were making a show like called El Dorado, which was the first edition at the time.
Lolo Boy. Okay.
Lolo Boy. Shout out Lolo.
Shout out Lolo. You have a crazy 6-pack.
And shout out the people that was part of the organization of El Dorado.
El Dorado.
But all that to say, my show was cancelled, and I know they were making a show like incognito because we're not supposed to be outside. And then when I went there, that's when I met like it was just in a little Airbnb and stuff, but it was like musicians, everybody was like performing and stuff, and that's when I realized that I realized basically that I love music, but I was thinking too much about music instead of like feeling it. And just seeing a bunch of people like everybody got their main character energy. I don't know how to put it. Like everybody was so artistically expressive in their own way of being, right. And they were just in the same room but connecting with the music, knowing that we're not supposed to be here, but it was just about the music and just having fun. It really like, I don't know, it just woke something in me. And then at one point I realized that at the same time a friend of mine was talking to me about Carl Jung. Carl Jung. It's a German guy. It's I don't know if you may call it like he's not a psychiatrist. It's a writer, but I'll say one of his theses like for the 4 axes, and basically it's like everybody. There's 4 axes. There's like the rational thinking, the emotional side. There's also the sensorial type, like how you interact with the world around yourself. So you got rational, you got emotional, sensorial type. You have the instinctive instinctive axe.
Instinctive, okay.
Yeah. So basically, like everybody will have more affinity to a certain axe, but it doesn't change the fact that over the years or whatever you've been through, you might change. So the way I interpreted it is that somebody who's more rational would not necessarily like view the world or express it or communicate his way of thinking the same way that somebody is more emotional, right?
Okay.
So from that premise, it came to me that since we don't perceive the world the same way, we won't be communicating or expressing ourselves the same way either. So me, intentionally or not, being inspired by somebody else and trying to emulate their style or something like that, or just a disservice for myself because I'm robbing myself the opportunity to nurture my own essence, my own vibe. And that's when, and mix that with the fact that I saw all those talented people like just exerting their art, just made me realize, oh shit, okay, time to lock in and just make better music basically. Okay. And then at that point it was more like, okay, I want to be better at this, so I was just like cooking, and then life was happening at the same time. So that's why this project took like 5 years, because I was just discovering myself at the same time, and then life was happening, so I was writing about it at the same time. So,
the bloom
is about me discovering myself, so searching, being more comfortable in my own skin.
Okay.
And that's why, yeah, from that way of thinking, I felt more confident in myself, knowing that because it's me, it's gonna sound good, but I need to nurture that essence. That's the only thing that matters. I cannot be jealous of somebody else because of his style, of his sounds, because that's his own language. That's his own way of seeing things, his own way of percepting the world, Mm-hmm. And for me, I just need to focus on my own lane, and that's, I took my emotions, everything I went through, and just make music with it, basically. So it came down to what I was saying, is that I was thinking too much about music and not feeling it enough, so I spent the last years feeling things,
Okay. Free gems for you fuck niggas. Making music is quite the emotional process. Do you enjoy the finishing touch of making music?
Or what's your favorite part?
Or creating it? What's your favorite part in the process of making music?
When you first get the idea, that's when I feel like there's the most, I don't know, there's something. It's like catching lightning in a bottle, basically. It's like, okay, shit. That, the way I see it is that I don't see it coming from me. Obviously, I'm the one making the music, but I try to see myself more as a vessel. Like, if I would have not made that melody, somebody would have made it,
Right.
And at the same time, there's only like 12 notes. There's only so much you can do. I mean, there's a lot of combinations, don't take me wrong. But it's just that, my favorite process is when you first get the idea and you're just in trance and the words just come to you, the melodies just come to you. And the struggle in that phase is just capturing the moment.
Okay.
But that's the fun, the exciting part, because when you're done, you're like, shit, I just I did magic right there.
That's
And for that feeling, that's when I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm doing this. You know, I like the feeling of creating something new. Because the final touches, yo, that's a trap. You know, like how long can you spend on like doing final touches?
I know.
Me personally, I don't like the whole process. I just like listening to it.
But I feel you on that.
I just like consuming.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's why you make music in the
spur.
That's why I make it. Yeah, you do it so fast because sometimes you just want to do it so fast so you can just listen to it.
Just listen to it as quick as possible. Yeah. That's so wholesome.
That's a nice way to say it, though.
Do you remember the first rap song that you listened to, and you were actually able to like recite the verse?
I mean, that's cheating a little bit because I had the music video downloaded the lyrics video downloaded on my PSP at the time.
That's fine.
But I think it would be like No Love from Lil Wayne and no.
It's too late.
Lil Wayne and Eminem.
Real Love?
No Love.
No. Don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me no more. I'm rolling sweets. I'm smoking sour. Married to the game, but she broke her vows.
It's on what album is that? It's the Carter 4, I think.
If I'm not mistaken.
I think it's the Carter 4.
I wasn't.
You were in top 10, eh?
You're not top 10. It's so
it was like around the time where he was linking up with Eminem a lot. He did the whole, I'm gonna pick the whole world and I'm gonna drop it on your fucking head.
I like Bling Bling era.
Pick the world.
Lil Wayne. That's also the time where he did that song with Rick Ross. John.
No, that's not the same time.
Yeah, same era.
Yeah.
I'm not a star. Somebody that I gotta chop in the car. That's Carter 4.
That's Carter 4.
That's Carter 4. We should make a wager on that one.
No, we shouldn't wager that
one. Yeah. Honorable mention for like Till I Collapse with Eminem and Nate Dogg.
Till I Collapse?
Yo, I was practicing that song late night in my bedroom. My stepdad would come in and was like, "Yo, why you were making all that noise?" And I would just be pacing the room, memorizing the lyrics.
It's crazy though, because I do have an Eminem song that I used to practice rapping, which is the one where he's swinging his daughter on the swing set.
Oh, When I'm Gone?
Yeah, when I'm gone.
Okay, no more rejoice. Every time you hear the sound of my voice.
That's some legendary stuff. I feel like that era was that moved me.
I feel you. I feel that. You know, that era made me like dream so much. I'm like, yo, that I want to do this. In my life, I want to write songs like this. You know.
I can't believe John by Lil Wayne came out in 2011.
What year you thought that was?
I looked it up. I thought it was 2008.
That's like, yeah, it's Carter 4 stuff, bro.
Damn.
Because after the Carter 4, he didn't drop anything for... I think Carter 5 came out like...
2018?
Yeah. Something dramatic like that. After Young Thug. Yeah. Because Carter 5 didn't come out, and after that, Young Thug dropped the Barter 6. Epic. Shout out to Barter 6, man. I love that project. Yeah. Constantly hating with that check. Can't tell. Halftime. Numbers.
I know in numbers.
Oh man, Young Thug, yo. Jeez, that's a project right there. But anyways, I digress. So you said Till I Collapse and no Kanye? There's no Kanye?
Oh yeah, no, of course. No, Kanye. No, actually, let me tell you that like the three Trinity I was listening to like hip hop was when I was younger. 50 Cent, My First Love because of my auntie. She's like my big sister. She was always listening to that. Eminem. I was a stan. Eminem, Kanye, I was a stan for them.
Okay.
Every like school project, whatever you need to speak about someone, I would just pick them and then I will know their life story by heart, so it was an easy pick.
I remember we had a school project when I was like in elementary, and I chose the game My Life.
The game?
You performed that?
Yeah. I was rapping.
One?
And I'm grinding till I die. And they say, you ain't grinding till you die. So I'm grinding as right. 9 to 5. That's too many of my people. I'm just wondering why you haven't taken my life.
Damn!
Yeah. That shit moved me. That was awesome. I saw a video recently about the game's beef with like Eminem and like 50 of them.
Oh damn, he beefs with a lot of people.
Man, the game.
One of the best beefs is Young Thug in the game.
Oh, you can beef the game. That's true. Yeah.
They beef. So you a stripper? So I don't want no germs. I can't touch you. I don't want no germs.
Young Thug was breaking him down. Yo, the game is like one of the best rappers of all time. But at the same time, I feel like just because like he just couldn't like shut up sometimes.
Okay.
That like
that it just ruined it. It ruined like it fucked up his shit with Dr. Dre. It fucked up his shit with 50. Fucked up his shit with Eminem. If Eminem was ever gonna reach out to him. He like dissed out. He went crazy on Eminem on that Joel-matic shit.
Really? I'm not. You're a real child of hip hop. I am not paying attention.
I'm a big fan of the game, though. I just like the. I like the game. I like the game. I don't like the antics. It's like the same thing I have with that Canadian private government official Tory Lanez.
Okay.
Cause like Tory Lanez is a crazy rapper and like crazy musician, just crazy in general. And then he starts talking, and then it's like, wow.
He start acting out.
Now you gotta act out.
Pull out guns.
Now it's hard to defend you. I'm trying to defend your honor and shit. Yeah, you just like fucking spitting on my face. But I mean, you know what though? We love you, Tory Lanez. Free you. Hopefully you get free soon. I'm unfortunate about the whole Meg Thee Stallion stuff.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So, Ren, who are your favorite artists right now?
Right now? Let me pull out my Spotify. Actually. Yeah, these days I've been listening to like my own songs that we're writing on, but I would say Trevor Spitter.
Shout out Trevor Spitter.
Trevor Spit.
I discovered him like a couple of months ago. I keep listening to him. Like it's really like I don't know. The best way I could describe him is just. I mean, he said it himself. His last tape, Sunset Mosh Pit. That's the vibe he gets me a bit literally.
Okay.
So it's like
A mosh pit in the sunset?
Yeah, mosh pit in the sunset.
Speaking of sunsets, it was a beautiful day today.
I know, right?
Shout out to the weather.
Shout out the weather. Shout out Mother Nature, man. I know she was a little bit pissed like a couple of weeks ago with all the snowstorm and stuff.
But, we're appreciative. I feel like shit like that is what makes us really appreciate a good warm weather, when that winter, surviving that winter, you get to that winter, and then you're like, yo,
just a nice.
You really appreciate that summer.
Would y'all see
you gotta feel it.
Would y'all see yourselves live in a country where it's always sunny?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I could do it, but I wouldn't mind having like a place somewhere cold too. Just to remind myself. What it's about, But after that, though, by choice, though, I'm not gonna stay fucking cold. Are you crazy?
Okay, so you'll be like somewhere where it's always sunny.
Yeah, I'll be somewhere warm.
I don't know. I feel like for me, like I feel like it's a love-hate relationship with winter. Every time I'm like fuck winter, and then at one point in the winter night, I'm like, I forgot I love this actually, just walking in the snow by myself and stuff like that.
If I'm broke as fuck, I'll never be broke as fuck in the snow.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm saying this out of privilege because I got a car.
What's worse, the Calgary winters or the Montreal winters?
I've said this multiple times. I guess I'll say it in a public setting. Montreal winters are like the worst winters because it's like the most extreme. The reason why I say that, sorry, I got distracted for a second. The reason why I say that is because fucking, one, the cold here is bone chilling, so that shit goes through your jacket, through whatever the fuck you're wearing. It doesn't matter. You might as well go outside naked. Your blood is gonna be cold. It's like it's trying to freeze you from the inside out.
Oh, it's not like that in Calgary?
In Calgary, it's a little wind chill, so put a jacket on, you're good.
Really?
So like, I remember one time it was like minus 50 in Calgary, and then here it was like minus 20. It was like not the same. Here it's like minus 20 felt like minus 50.
Yeah. Okay.
Minus 50 over there, it's cold, but you get a little frozen nostril hair. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? You put on your jacket.
Frozen.
You know, you can see your breath a little bit. Okay, it's chill. Minus 50 even. It said minus 50.
50?
Here,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
50. But then here, minus 20. You're like
Yeah, minus 10.
walking
sounds-
around, just jeez, you know, just like mad and shit, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan of that Montreal winter.
Trying to go back to the basics.
Trying to go back to the regs.
You know, after that, Montreal in the summer is if Montreal was like.
But yeah, Montreal in the
all
summer
year
though.
long, top
Yeah,
tier
yeah,
city.
yeah. I've been saying that too. Montreal in the summer, it does not come close. It's unbeatable. Some probably one of the best places to live on earth.
Good vibes.
Good vibes all summer long. Last year's summer was so crazy nice. I can't even describe it.
You had to be there.
You just had to experience that shit. But anyways, man, so Purple Bloom out finally.
You know what we thought Purple Bloom was about?
What?
Purple vagina.
Purple vagina.
Beat the pussy up blue. That's crazy.
No, just like because
That's-
you talk about a lot of
You
sexual experiences.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
true.
mean?
You know, I was an APAV at the time, but you know, I found another definition for Purple Bloom though.
Okay.
As I was writing it, basically, are you familiar with like Charles Baudelaire? It's a French writer. So basically, he made a classic book called Les Fleurs du Mal.
Okay.
So it's basically the same topic, you know, heartbreaks, unreciprocated love,
Right.
and then just like, you know, illegal consumptions and stuff like that. So I guess that's my own version of it. That's
Okay,
Purple Bloom
okay.
is my own version of like Fleurs du Mal.
Unreciprocated love.
Maybe unreciprocated love is not
I'm familiar with that. That's a very specific thing. Okay, Purple Bloom is like full of like sexual innuendos. You taking long drives to go fuck. You flying to the west side, and you had like an epiphany. What was the epiphany?
Yo, the epiphany is that realizing that, you know, the thing is like, Purple Bloom is so much a lot of things that even myself I don't have a definite answer, but one thing I can say for sure is like it's also a coming of age, you know, it's just realizing things about yourself because, as I said, it was a breakup. You know the fun thing is when I was almost done with the project that I realized that the project was a breakup.
Okay.
A breakup project.
Project.
It was just me. It was not me necessarily. It was not about the breakup itself, but more about me processing the breakup. And for me, it was filling a void in like carnal pleasures and just finding like connection with like other women and stuff, and realizing that, you know, I had to connect with myself first.
Right.
And then so it was coming of age. So that's why the epiphany was realizing that, you know, okay, I'm just coping at this point. But realizing it, I was just coping. But realizing it is one thing, because Epiphany is like the second song of the project.
Okay.
So usually when you realize something, you want it to be at the end. But I mean, when you realize something, you might think that's the finality of it. But it's just that, you know, you might be realizing something, but you might still get back to the same habit. So I find it quite fitting that it's at the beginning of the project, because after that, it just gets worse. See what I did there?
Right.
It gets worse throughout the album, and then
Shots worse. When I think of Purple Bloom, it sounds like you took a flight to the west side, and then you started thinking to yourself.
Yo,
And
you already know.
Because, like, for example, you flew to the west side, and then you have someone from the west side on your project, i.e. me. And
Literally.
then
You know,
the next song is you in your sweet city, coming from the west side, riding in the east side, back home in your sweet city after you had that epiphany back in the other side, and now you're back in here. Now that you're back in town, I gotta go deal with my ex. I gotta go deal with the stress. I gotta go deal with this, that, and the third.
you gotta cope.
I gotta go cope, and then I gotta go ride in the back of the Kia Forte with his partners, my dogs in them. Those are your day ones and the people that we're hearing in the end of Armada. In the last song of Purple Bloom, or the.
It depends. Like at one point you want to start counting for day ones, but I guess those are like group of guys that really. The thing is, we got closer like after like we knew each other from like high school, but we got closer after that, and then the thing, I don't know for you, but I feel like for me at least, guys trying to like find a brotherhood to grow in, or just people want to be part of something. I say guys, but people in general. And the thing with them guys that initially like we were only met like every Friday, just drinking, smoking and stuff. And then it was fun at the beginning, but it appears that at those moments there were a point where like somebody will like just open their heart and speak about something, and then even though we were trying to destroy ourselves low key by all the consumptions that we were doing, there was like some moments of vulnerability and also honesty that was happening at those moments. So I realized that throughout the years, those guys like saw me grow in some kind of way. Then at one point also we were growing up, so I was like, yo guys, let's try to do something else also. So it was not all bad things. It was mostly like, it's just that the context was not the best. But when you're young and you just do fucked up shit because you're trying to feel something, so that's
okay. So
like
those moments where you were sharing yourself with your homies, that's I know one of them, Elijah. Shout out to Elijah.
Shout out Elijah.
And Jose, right?
Brother from another mother.
Shout out Elijah, Jose.
Shout out Lulu.
Jose, because you cut good hair, but you never cut my hair, so I don't know. But
I think he cut my hair, and I didn't know he knew you guys.
Oh, say what
real?
lie. See,
I booked him once.
See that? I'm sure you did Benji just right, yo. So you know.
Like I went there with a super long hair, like a man bun.
Okay,
I was like, I want it short, and he was like,
he did you right, eh?
Yeah.
Shit.
He's a beast with the Caesars.
Peace to Jose, man. Peace to
And the Clippers too, though. You know the shit.
Clippers, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Peace to Clippers. I remember one time we were talking with Jose, and it's like a story I'll never forget. He was talking about how he was cutting hair for people, and how he had a hard time working at this one place because when he was cutting hair for people, he loves engaging in conversation with people. And I was like, and he's like, no, he said he quit the job or he either quit the job or he got fired from the job, one of the two, because they were because he was engaging too much with the people and he wasn't supposed to. And he hates that. He loves talking to people.
They're like quotas. They need to be quick on the chair.
You gotta be quick on the thing. And then when you were saying that, I was laughing, ha ha, what? Just because you gotta talk to people, you gotta leave a job? And he looked at me with the most serious face and he was like, yeah. Oh no!
Yeah, fuck yeah.
He's like, this nigga said, yeah. The most serious face. I guess my stupid ass, trying to joke, be all jokey. Oh, but you had feelings, you got emotions. Yeah, bitch. What? It's like, oh, my fault. That was such a.
Does have good first impressions with people. Though.
I know, right?
So then I'm.
I got flashbacks with a bunch of people.
Wait! I don't know who we're talking about. Who we're talking about here?
The grandma.
The thing.
Oh shit!
Oh, Dio.
Shoot. Facts. It's actually so true.
Oh man.
Even Chris.
Yeah.
Even Chris didn't fuck with me at first. That's insane. Yeah, I don't make good. I'm not a good first impression guy. I wonder if Nicholas Craven fucks with me. Anyways,
ask him.
we'll see. We'll worry about that in the future. Anyways. You know, like I meant.
Craven. Yo, my bad for that guy. My bad for that guy. Though.
Yo, c'est un con là.
Je te jure là, c'est un con, mais
I'm so dead. Oh shit. What if like, cause you know when I told you like I first met Jimmy D at the Ghostface thing and I was like telling him the story.
Yeah.
What if it was only like positive on my end and on this end it wasn't that funny? He was like, this guy shut the fuck up.
You're overthinking it.
Yeah, shout out Craven.
Shout out Jimmy D. Shout out Nicholas Craven, man. Montreal legends, man. You guys have been holding out for the city for a while.
Yeah.
I've been listening to you guys since Calgary, so that's actually kind of crazy. What else do we have? You're fresh off. You're from one of the most ghettoest parts of Montreal. Rancy's from Montreal North.
No, I'm from RDP.
He's from.
I grew up
La Rivière des Prairies. You know what's crazy about La Rivière des Prairies? Let me tell you. I think there's this one like ice cream shop or donut shop or something like that. Some like super sweet, a sweet store with sweets and shit like that. That one of Rancy's old classmates works at. And in front of that place, we got shot in the fucking face right there.
Huh?
Isn't that right?
Who that?
In like that one place where they were serving the smoothies.
Yeah.
Someone got shot right there.
I mean, I don't remember that story, but you know.
Whoa! I'm not making this up. I was told straight up about how ghetto we got.
Ghetto, bro.
YNs were going around just shooting up the place.
True. It was true for the YNs.
How many guns?
That guy.
How many people have been just shooting it up in RDP? I just feel like Renty comes from one of the hoodest parts in Montreal.
No. Let me rectify right away. RDP is not one of the hoodest area that you can have in Montreal. Actually, like. It's kind of a suburbs, but inside of Montreal.
It's a beautiful suburbs, but suburbs creates internet gangsters. and then it translates into the streets.
No, it's not the suburbs. It's the youngins being influenced by Chicago and thinking
obviously a very upstanding young gentleman.
Yeah, as he should be.
As he should be, but I bet you the kids he hangs around with aren't.
No, I saw those kids grow up. Okay, let me put it that way. I saw those kids grow up. I don't know what they're doing with their life, but I know one thing: they won't get themselves in trouble for nothing. At least I'd like to think that. But the YNs that we're speaking of, they're not even from RDP. They're from Montreal North, but they come to RDP to shoot.
You're telling me that they drive down to RDP to shoot shit up, and then they go back home?
I'm telling you.
Attends, Profit Boy, ça vient de RDP?
Yeah, these are gang names. What are these names?
Attends. My gang lore knowledge is not that quite up to date, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Like the Profit Boy, who's that in Profit Boy?
Ryder.
Right.
Yeah, you know the gang name leader and everything, Barbecue of Montreal and everything. That's
shout
wild.
out to Ryder. Yo, shout out to you. Make fire music.
Yo.
Oh, shout out Ryder, RDP legend.
Yeah.
RDP legend.
Ryder, Jack Boy.
Yo,
shout out Telus.
Shout out Telus. Bell.
Oh yo.
Shaw, Cable.
Il a dit get maman à tout le monde.
Say word.
Yo, ça fait tellement, yo, c'est deep back in memory lane.
It runs deep, eh? That RDP lore, eh?
Attends, Telus vient d'RDP?
No, il vient de Montréal-Nord. Like,
okay.
Same place, no?
No, there's like, no. Okay, listen. Let me give you a geographic class 101. You have la Pointe de l'Île.
Okay.
Et dans la Pointe de l'Île, il y a Pointe-aux-Trembles. And then you have like RDP. And then down RDP, you have Montreal North.
Pointe-aux-Trembles is Pointe is
Pointe and RDP, they like share the tip of the.
So Pointe is in Montréal Nord?
No, like you have the island this way, and then you have like Rivière des Prairies, Pointe, and then you have Montreal North.
For my audio listeners, Renty's pointing towards the right side of the map, saying that Pointe is on the right side of the map, and then facing northeast is
RDP,
RDP.
and then connect to RDP more further the northwest. It's like Montreal North.
Okay, Montreal North, which consists of neighborhoods like.
Yeah, no, the neighborhood is called Montreal North.
Oh.
And then after that, you have like Saint Leonard, you have Ansic, and then you go down the lane. I think there's like Saint Laurent, which where we are right now.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm missing some neighborhoods, but basically, yeah, Montreal North is its own thing.
So coming from the hoodest parts of Montreal, like RDP, what was it like? Were you walking around with the blicks and them and
Yo.
the paper mache blicks,
I'm
papier
not,
mache? Like
I'm
they
not
say
a
in
good
French?
representative of the neighborhood because the thing is, before the pandemic, for the last like 3 to 4 years, I was mostly downtown. You know, that's why I'm talking so much about the West and the project is because at the time when I graduated high school, I went into like college at and it was basically I did 3 college because I was just changing like programs.
Mhm.
But I went to Vieux Montréal, then Vieux Montréal for 1 semester in industrial design, and then I moved back to near my neighborhood at Marivic, just doing a gap year semester till the year was starting over.
Okay, so you moved out for a little bit.
I didn't move out of the neighborhood, but it's just that I was spending most of my time
Over
outside of
there.
the neighborhood because
Okay,
of school and stuff.
okay.
And then when
Is that where you met Chris and them?
I met Chris at my third school when I was going to Maisonneuve.
Okay.
I was in business management, and then I met Chris because he was in accounting and stuff.
Okay.
And then since he was living at Saint Henri in the West, I was spending most of my time with him over there, and that's when I met like Sean, Lone Star, Craze,
Okay.
Eddie Chase.
You guys already met by then? Around that time?
I only saw you one time because we were going out of the studio, and then you were in a car.
I remember we chilled at an Airbnb once.
Oh, I never went to the Airbnb. I think with you.
Yeah, in the East. You bought an Airbnb.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh yeah, that's true.
That was a good time.
That's true. I remember. There was a snowstorm and stuff, and that. Yeah.
What's that story?
It's a
I don't
nice
know.
Airbnb.
What's that story about?
Yeah.
Talk
Okay.
to me. I don't know
So
that one.
basically, at the time, I was like, bro, I want to like have Airbnb, bringing people and just creating stuff, and then it was Chris, me, Baby Israel, and then there was like Sammy Vibes at the time, and there was another guy. I don't remember his name. It pisses me off. My bad, I don't remember your name. But the guy went through the snow, bro. Like, it was a snowstorm outside, and he was living at Longueuil.
Oh, shit.
And it was like not near my area, but it was like at P9 area near Montreal North.
Right. Oh,
He
you
was
did
just walking through the snow just to come make music with us, and then
It's a journey, eh?
it's such a journey and stuff. And then we had fun.
Shout out to Longueuil, people.
It was a blur, man. I was on drugs the whole time.
You're wildin', eh?
I was not wilding. I was just smoking a lot of weed.
Okay. Off the dope, Benji.
He was cooking. He was high in cooking.
There was a different era. Forgive him, Matila. Not the same. Okay, so in RDP, there's plenty of rappers like the ones you mentioned that I forgot the name. What's the name again? There was Ryder.
No, Ryder. But the thing is, those are like, I guess you could say OGs. But that's the thing. For me, as much as I love music, I was not tapped in with the Montreal scene till like later, couple years ago. Because at one point I was like, bro, if I'm trying to make music, I should listen to what's going on outside,
Okay.
So that's when I met like the other guys. Like for me, I was just aware of like East Side guys, but then when I met Chris, that's when I was more like in the West, so I was hearing about what's going on, and then I realized, okay, there's a different kind of sounds there,
What's the name of that one guy who makes Tu quoi c'est facile, viens.
Corrupts.
Is he from
Laval.
Laval,
He's a
okay.
Laval guy.
I want to meet that guy.
You want to meet that guy? Oh, he's not making music anymore, but
Maybe c'est quoi ça l'air?
on TikTok, go on TikTok. He's always in his car doing
He's
stuff,
in his
just
whip,
talking.
eh?
I think he lives in his car. He lives in his car actually.
Yo, I'm corrupt.
No, he doesn't live in his car by choice. I mean, he lives in his car by choice.
Okay, it's not about like
He said, you got business to run.
What's his name again?
Corrupts. Yeah.
Corrupts. Shout out. Corrupts. If you wanna. That's. What would you want to come? Why would you want to come here? I take it back. I mean, you're still invited, but I mean, why would you want to come? You know what I mean? Shout out Corrupt, man. That song is fucking fire. Tu quoi c'est facile, viens.
He's just there in the.
Tu quoi c'est facile, viens. Yo, c'est quoi ça l'air?
Yeah, what's the call it, salaire?
That's a way to talk. All right. Raccoon, man.
Yo, shout out Raccoon, man. Shout out Raccoon.
Raccoon's been holding it down for the RDP community for so long.
Oh, he been putting the work. He been putting the work.
I'm
proud of him for real.
As you should be. As you should be. Raccoon, man.
You know the fun thing? How life's full circle. No, how because you'll hear that often is that Montreal is so small because everybody know each other,
Mm-hmm.
and the thing is like there's people that I know of name, like Krevlo, Dio, and all that stuff, and now I can say that I consider like close friends, and then I realized that they were always like already friend with like people that I knew from way back from the east, you know.
Right.
So I just find it funny.
The small world of it all, eh?
Small world, yeah.
Shout outs to Crevlo Dios. But when do you think that collab is ever gonna happen? Would you want to make a collab like that happen, or would it be more of like a collab in terms of just like maybe you guys do a content together or something like that?
Oh, but I'm always open to make music and stuff. But as much as he's on his own path doing his own grind, like I don't like to push for things, and at the same time I feel like I know the guy for a while, so I saw him like putting the work and stuff,
Right.
So for me personally, like I'm always open to do features and stuff, but I'm more the type, it'll happen in due time,
when the time is right. When the time is right.
I need to make my own build my own foundation first.
You were there at his listening party. How did you like it? Was it nice?
Oh, very nice. I really enjoyed it actually. It was you know why it was nice is that the first time I met him was like when I was 15. I'm 27 years now. 27 years old for reference. But I saw him when I was 15 with him and his brother, and it was my first time seeing other guys rapping because I was participating at a school contest or something, and then we had to do a show at another school, and that's where I met them because they were the winners of the different other schools.
Right.
For me, so that's where we met, and then yeah.
Nice.
Sorry.
Small world, man. That's awesome.
Small world indeed.
The fact that there's just so many rappers in the city is just so awesome. It's awesome. And then like you talk to other rappers in the city, and then and a lot of them don't like it.
Don't like what?
A lot of rappers in the city don't fuck with the fact that there's so many rappers in the city. Which I guess I kind of understand. I guess.
I don't mess with the fact there's a lot of rappers.
Why? I want to understand that. Why?
It's too cluttered.
It's discouraging.
For me, actually, for me, it gets me more hype, because as I did, like, okay, the best I could describe it is that for me, I was too solo dolo on my own thing. Back in the days, I was making music in my basement, not going outside, not interacting with other people. And then at one point, when I had to go to school, and then I met Chris, and I met all those other artists. And then it was like, okay, I'm not alone with my passion, so I felt less crazy because there's other crazy guy like me.
Yeah.
And then at one point, when I had my purple bloom, I would say, my epiphany, however you may call it, I realized, yeah, I'm dope. I can do this shit. And then you see other guys on their own path doing their own stuff. And then I get inspired by it. I'm like, I'm not even excited by what my favorite artists are doing right now. I'm more excited realizing that there's so many artists, talented artists doing their own thing right now. Locally creating their own era, their own lore, and I can be a part of it or just witness it, or can say, yo, I was there when it was just starting out. So for me, when I see other artists doing their things, like, okay, like I can be inspired by it. It drives me to push better my pen. And I just get that feeling that, yo, I know they're good, but I know I can be as good, even better than them, but I need to show it. So it's just a motivator, it's a drive for me.
It drives you.
I was used to. Because I was not curious enough, but I used to be solo, so seeing other people just motivating him was like, okay, yeah, don't slack off, keep pushing your stuff,
Fair.
You need pressure to make diamonds.
That's right. Constipation and pressure.
So you have a project with Chris No H coming soon?
Yeah, si Dieu le veut, comme on dit. We're working on that actually. Shout out Chris No H again. We're working on a project called Redemption. I'm very eager that you could hear it eventually. We're working on the songs as we're speaking right now. But yeah, now I won't be waiting another 5 years to release something. Or at least if I'm waiting that long for a project, there will be other things releasing on the side at the same time.
Right.
But yeah, I'm eager for that project.
What is the name of that project, or is that
Redemption.
really? Oh,
Redemption.
We heard it here first.
Before that, we're gonna release
Redemption, Chris No H, Ren C, Chris No H, the Ren. Stay tuned for that one. My bad, you gonna say it?
I know we probably release like B-sides projects or like a Control S tape
Control
Also,
S tapes on the way.
on the way. That would be nice.
We got an EP that we're supposed to be working on the way. Some beautiful stuff on the way, man. It's just beautiful to see that you went from Solo Dolo to Marco Polo.
Discovering Uncharted territories.
Where are my homos? That was bad rhyming. My fault.
There's days like that, bro. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't.
You ever seen that one video of like the baby? This is the video that got the baby canceled. Actually, he was in performing at Rolling Loud. He's like, if you never suck dick in your life, make some motherfucking noise. And then the crowd started making noise. And then
The LGBTQ.
oh, they did not like that.
Yeah.
The next day, the baby canceled.
I guess they're not like us.
Oh man, he said if you never suck dick in your life, make some fucking noise.
Preach, dude.
Oh man, the crowd's going nuts.
That one.
So, Ren, what's the best food spot in Montreal?
The food spot.
Yeah, yo, I know how you
My
feel
guy,
about.
it's not a matter of like the best. It's a matter of what you're looking for.
Come on,
Come on, it's a different vibe every fucking day.
Reggie's a real Montrealer. If
I'm
you
telling
will.
you here, I'm a big back energy guy.
Because Renzi will eat, and also he'll find a parallel parking spot, just about anywhere.
Anywhere, bro.
Yeah.
I worked on that parallel park.
That's a Montreal talent. If you can parallel park, if you just like find a parking spot anywhere, that's
It's like geometry, bro. It's like t.
Can I fit in here?
Yeah.
Have you been to that pizza spot beside your house? That Chris was talking about that we went to? Remember we went to
Which
the
one?
pizza spot?
Which one is that?
Hollywood Pizza.
It was like a big ass pizza.
My place.
Near his place?
Beside, we went to Renzi's house and we ate a pizza before going inside. We're like, yo, let's eat inside because we don't want to share the pizza.
I remember that. Oh no, where was that again? Oh shit, I forgot the name.
Pizza Montréal Nord. I think it's called Pizzeria Montréal Nord.
Hollywood Pizzeria.
No,
I don't remember.
I
Okay.
think it's called Pizza Montréal Nord.
I mean, I live in RDP, so I don't know.
What color was the box again? Was it a white box?
It was we got a Quebecois pizza and it was like huge. Like the slices were like heavy.
I guess it was Montreal North. Eco Pizza, maybe?
Nah, we need to ask Chris.
Yeah, I gotta ask Chris.
That was a
I don't recall.
pizza.
I don't recall.
Remember the pizza itself?
I don't have the image in my head. How long ago was this?
A couple months ago.
Okay. Damn. Anyways, I'll remember when I see the restaurant.
We're capping in at.
Where are we at right now?
53 minutes.
50 minutes only, eh? It's a light one. It's a light one. So we have. We went through RDP. Finishing music. How draining that is. How draining is it
Draining?
to finish a song?
I think it's the problem is me for real. Yeah, it's draining sometimes because like, bro, I've been working on the same song for my toxic trait is that I'm too attached to certain songs. Sometimes I'm like I know I can make it better. I know I can fix her. So then it's like I give it a second life. But the thing is, if I show you the first version and the final one, you see a difference. Like
You
okay,
understand
shit.
why it took so long.
Yeah, but now I'm trying to make it more like on the go, make it sound from the get go. Make it sounds good from the get go, basically.
Because some songs are good because they were created in the moment,
Yeah.
and then because that moment was so awesome, it can't be like overly worked. I recently learned that
You're totally right.
you gotta like
Let it go.
what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
What happened right there is what happened right there. You know
You
what I
know?
mean? Sometimes it just can't be reworked or can't be redone. You can't reinvent the wheel.
It
You
was
know?
just your turn.
Exactly.
It was just your turn. It's like you were inspired to make it.
You knew what it was when you signed up.
Your turn is gone. No, like let it be. There's nothing else to do.
Exactly. Sometimes you just gotta let it be. But finishing music is definitely
A tough endeavor sometimes, but I try to work on my detachment skills.
okay.
Do the most you can at the moment, so at least you have no regrets if you cannot push it further.
Okay.
That's where I'm
Okay.
trying to go.
I feel that. UFO podcast. Baby Izzy.
Yo,
Gua. We'll wrap this up with some fun questions. Who are the top 5 Montreal artists that you're checking for these days?
Me?
Yeah. You've been tapped into the scene now.
Okay, let me put it right away. I don't listen to a lot of Montreal artists like that, but I have like a bunch that I really. Let me tell you something actually.
Mm.
For me personally, at one point I realized I was too lonely in my own bubble,
Right.
Then I met Chris, and then at one point I was just going to everybody's shows, just networking with people, connecting.
That's right.
And my what I enjoyed doing was like talking to people, getting to know them, and then listening to their projects after, because I feel like since I know the guy in some capacity, like I got a lore to attach to their songs, so I'm feeling more attached to their craft. And then it's not necessarily a matter of if it's better than the other ones. Obviously they're good, very like top of the top, creme de la creme that you can have, but it's very like connect to those guys. And for me, you will have like shout out my boy Dio the Outcast. You have Raccoon too.
Dios míos.
What was the question?
Raccoon.
Music artists, rappers, or like
Who are the top? Tell me the top 5 artists you're checking for right now. Those
checking for? Okay,
you said Dios míos.
I
You said Raccoon.
it's gonna be most of people that I know basically. So it's gonna be Dio. It's gonna be Dio, Raccoon. Shout out my boy Greenface. Also Greenface Fire, yo,
nuts.
bro. That guy is a rap fiend. Every time we're gonna be linking up, and then it's gonna be yo. I know you're tired, but let's just do a little freestyle, a little rap.
You don't got
we should hang out with him. We should hang out with him. Get back in my freestyle bag.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Bro, that guy's like, I have so much fun just freestyling with him every
Yo,
night.
Greenface, man, if you happen to be listening, man, pull up, bro. Pull up to the stew. We're entering season finale of 760 Days, man. So pull up, man.
Shout out Mike Shab.
Pull up on him.
Mikael Shabo.
Shout out Mike Shab.
Yo,
Shab Van Gogh.
Shout out Craven too. I was late to the boom bap, the drumless.
I like drumless.
I was late to the drumless, and then when now I'm a fan of it. I get it now. I understand it now. I get it. And then also, shout out to Crevlo. Release a project with Blinky.
Crevlo,
Souviens-toi de l'hiver dernier.
CeeLo Green.
One of the most like creative producers that I know. Shout out. And also I gotta
Crevlo.
name myself with
Come on.
my clique.
I'm checking me.
I'm checking me.
I'm checking me.
I'm checking the whole controller squad basically. Like.
I'm checking for me. Don't ask me what the fuck I'm
the
checking.
controller squad basically.
Come on.
The whole squad. Shout out Baby Easy. Shout out McGuire. Shout out Chris No H. You got a damn show on the way. But if I were to keep it like simple and short and sweet, let me rephrase it again. It will be Dio, Raccoon, Greenface. Saint Sucré. Shout out Saint Sucré, bro. Shout out Saint Sucré. I'm a fan of his. And then it will be
Shout out Saint Sucré, man. Saint Sucré, Push La Whip is a Quebec classic. And I only say that because when I moved here and I listened to Quebec music, Push La Whip happened to be one of the first ones I was actually listening to, and I gave it a chance, and I actually thought it was a good time.
How can you say don't like it if you haven't given it a chance?
Exactly. So I gave it a chance. I gave it a chance, and I was like, okay, Shkali, je comprends, esti. Is that kind of? I want to. I take it back. But I understood the. How...
C'est pas que je suis autant, c'est juste que je l'ai vu de loin.
Crazy. Yeah.
But to all the other rappers that I know of, like, you know, there's a bunch of talented rappers in the. That's the thing. There's so many talented rappers in the city, like, bro.
Alright, so we're not give me rappers. Give me the 5 producers you're checking for. Producers.
5 producers, bro. I'm a bit disappointed in it because I'm not tapped in with a producer squad like that. I would say Crevlo. Crevlo, I enjoyed it. I enjoy a lot of his music. Very creative. Crevlo. Craven, of course. Jamvis. Shout out Jamvis.
Gotta look up at Jamvis.
Very versatile artist. Very much. And then Chris No H, bro. I'm just happy for that. Y'all don't know. When the song's gonna be out of the vault, y'all understand. It's story will speak for itself.
That's right.
Other producer. Oh, DJ The Real. Shout out, producer of the 6 song project. DJ The Real. Also
the real one.
The real one, bro. Like he.
Not DJ the fake one.
That guy is mad talented. Like.
Shout out DJ The Real. Although you got hacked, and then because you got hacked, I got my shit hacked. But it wasn't necessarily your fault. But because I got the DM from your account. I remember that day. I was like, "Fuck DJ The Real" for like the entire day. I was so mad. But it wasn't even because of him. It wasn't even his fault though, because he got his account hacked, and then someone then he was like, "Yo, help me register for this thing. Help me register. No, I'm trying to win a contest online. Just help me win this contest. I'm like, gotta like vote for me some shit." So I went into the thing, but then my dumb ass signed into to Instagram because I thought Instagram logged me out again. So I signed back in, and that's when I got my account hacked, and then like. Some African ass nigga, fucking Buck Choi, whatever, in fucking Nigeria, fucking took my entire account.
Wait, how do you know he's Nigerian?
Cause it was had Nigerian flag on his account. Cause when I went and logged back in for a second,
yeah,
I had access to his account for 2 seconds,
mm-hmm.
and it's just a Nigerian flag. And then anyway, I digress. The guy took my shit. I couldn't log in. I remember one time I was trying to log back in. He kept kicking me out. Then I was here in the studio. Then Chris is there with me. I logged in like real quick. Oh shit! I'm in. I throw the phone at Chris. I'm like, yo, do the thing. As in like, get me back out of there, because Chris is more technology savvy than me. So he's like trying to get in, trying to change the password real quick. He changed it in like a quick span. It got me right back in. So I managed to like, it's like the portal opened up for a second. I jumped in, got my shit and got out.
That's crazy.
I fucking like,
I forgot it.
Huh?
Your IG, It's McGuire?
The It's McGuire one, yeah.
Damn.
It got hacked, bro. It got hacked last year.
I forgot about that episode though.
It got hacked, and then it got changed to some like doctor account, some shit like that. It was fucked up, bro. It was messed up. I was very mad, and then I was very angry at DJ The Real, but it wasn't his fault though, cause he got his shit hacked and he lost his shit. So like he didn't get his back, you know. I remember I was talking about that with CJ The Light. So I CJ The Light. What I haven't heard from like him in a while. Right?
I don't know. I know he's doing a lot of Twitch these days, and he's
now. Yeah, he's streaming nowadays. CJ Light, man. If you try to rap or something, you know, hit me up.
And then also the last project that DJ did with Abdul BCG. Pointo 2.
Pointo 2 is crazy.
I love it. Yo,
is crazy.
Shout out Abdul, bro. Shout out Abdul.
Abdul.
That guy's been cooking.
I don't know who these people are. Like,
Point
Bro, yeah,
Tony
you have
is-
to be from the east. No, but
Yeah, you're not from the east.
Oh, shit.
Neither am I. Though I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite.
But I had to put them on. But yo,
Yeah.
Baby and Dirk, Surf.
The first time I seen them, DJ Darrell, they were freestyling in like this church in the Pointo.
Yeah, I remember. You know, fun
Then like
thing.
this guy's like cooking up in this car, just like cooking up a beat on FL Studio in the laptop in the back of the car, connecting to the car speaker and everything, just making the beat live on direct. I'm like, I start freestyling and shit. This guy's making the beat on the spot. I'm like, oh god, bro, that was a
What did he
pure
What
experience.
song did he produce on your album?
Epav.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one with the video. Oh,
He made the because but that's not the first version because basically he made the beat and then I just like slowed down a little bit. But yeah, the rest is him.
okay.
Yeah, man, DJ Darrell, man, if you're trying to come get an interview or something, bro, come through, man. The streets love you. As in me, I'm the streets in the situation. All right, so that's the UFO podcast. We probably should end it in a DJ Darrell thing. Let's end let's end it in a Renzi question. Let me see. What else do I have in my list of questions here? You Control S tape. And okay. This is gonna be kind of like a nerdy question. In Armada and Purple Bloom,
Yeah.
eventually starts getting into like it starts switching it over into like a little bit like of an Afro type beat.
Yo,
What's that about?
to be honest, I'm a fan of music first. I just like what I like. So it's very hard for me to like put my music in a genre. Sometimes it's gonna sound a certain way, then it's gonna switch to another thing. So it sounded good to me, so
What's what mattered?
I didn't think too much about it.
There's no nothing else
No.
about that. Eh? What are you thinking about diving into your roots, your Haitian roots?
Oh, big time.
In the music, are you gonna be playing compa? I know you have an uncle who's a compa expert.
I guess every age is a compa expert at this point. But yeah, I'm working on that actually. Like I'm trying to. I don't want to do a project really like representative of my Asian roots.
Yeah.
I want to sample classics or even like obscure like songs from the culture, you know.
Okay.
But it's a work in progress. I gotta dive deeper into my roots and
Right.
find gold treasures. So yeah.
Hey man, we kept it right and gutted out here, man. UFO podcast.
UFO podcast. It's your boy Baby Israel.
It's your boy McGuire.
Shout out to the Ren for being our guest.
Yo, thanks to y'all for receiving me. It's really appreciated.
Hopefully, you felt like we did a better job this time interviewing you.
Yeah, because the first time I gotta say it was shit.
The very
That's all we got for today.